Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shakoya Clark, your grad school bestie in all things college, lifestyle, and mental health. If you're not new here, thank you for coming back. I missed you so much.
They say she get it from her mama. Mama say you fuck her right. Body rude is fun, polite. Tell me in
I really just wanted to share kind of like a testimony or something, basically something that's really changed my life, and that is positive thinking. Now, surface level, it sounds like, oh no, everybody thinks positive, but think about it. Do we really? Like, genuinely, does everybody think positive? Because even myself, I catch myself thinking negatively, and that's the anxiety of me. But it's normal to have negative thoughts as well. But yeah, positive thinking has definitely changed my life, how I looked at life, my mindset, how I move throughout life. As y'all can see, I have workout clothes on, and changed the way that I've looked at working out. And it's not just for me to lose weight, it's for me to stay healthy. But let me not get into it too early. So that's what this video is about. This video is about thinking positively, how it changed my life, how it can change your life, and how it has impacted my life, yada yada yada. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, please stick around for the rest of this video. So when I say positive thinking, what exactly am I talking about? It's not just about, looking in the mirror and repeating affirmations. I'm looking right here because there's a mirror right here. But it's not just about affirmations and pushing away negative thoughts. No, that's not exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what right now is positive. What can I do right now? And what can I think about right now that's positive? For example, we're going to think about the solutions of a problem instead of focusing. Instead of focusing on the problem, we're going to focus on a solution. That's positive thinking. Finding the positive in every situation, keeping an open mind. This is what I mean by having a positive mindset and thinking positively, and that's how it's changed my life. But again, I'm going to get a little bit deeper into that later. I do want to clear it up that when I say positive thinking, I'm not telling you to ignore negative thoughts, because it's real. We're human. We're going to have negative thoughts. We're going to have intrusive thoughts. Like, it's just gonna happen. And I'm not telling you that I'm 100% positive all the time. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because if you are, you're crazy. You're not human. Like, everybody has a negative thought every now and then. I'm also not telling you to be in denial of issues and difficulties and situations. Don't be in denial and don't be delusional. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying think about the positive parts of your problem, and instead of thinking of the problem, think about solutions. So what I mean by being in denial, I'm saying that, let's think of an example. Like, here's an example of being in denial with your positive thoughts. So say, like, you're not good. You're having a rough day. You're grieving somebody or something. You're not having a good day. Simple as that. Don't be delusional and say that you're good. In some form of aspect, you are good. Like, you're breathing, you're living. That is positive thinking. But don't tell people, don't be dishonest. Don't lie and say, no, I'm good. Like, it is what it is. And you have tears running down your face. Like, no. Be honest about what you're going through, but also continue to have a positive mindset and think of a solution for your problem. Choosing to have a positive mindset does not mean that, oh, it's always rainbows and sunshine in here and then everything else is a gray cloud around you and you're ignoring the gray clouds. No. Having a positive mindset is, you see the gray clouds, it is raining, but that rain is helping your flowers grow. That's a positive mindset. Now, I haven't always had a positive mindset, and mind you, I feel like for most of my life I've had such a negative mindset. But discovering positive thinking changed my life. It truly did. And again, I'm not saying this just for the video, but I'm telling y'all my testimony and how it changed my life. So if you don't know that, I'm in grad school, and right now I'm getting my degree in counseling, specifically mental health, clinical mental health counseling. And we learned about CBT. And that's very basic. Almost every counselor, every therapist use CBT. It's super surface level, but when you talk about it, it's like, oh my gosh. So CBT is cognitive behavioral thinking. You change the mind, you change the behavior. That's basically what it is. And that that right there, learning CBT, I just learned positive thinking. Now, this video is not for teaching CBT. I'm not going to teach y'all CBT because I'm not an expert in CBT. I have applied it to many scenarios and I apply it to my school, but I'm not the person you're looking for to teach you CBT. Like I said, the surface level of CBT is you change it's a behavioral therapy. It's cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive behavior therapy. You change the mind, you change your mindset, you change the behavior. If you are thinking that, oh, I can't do this, I don't want to do this, this is hard, I'm struggling all the time without a positive thought behind that, like, of course your behavior is going to reflect on your thoughts. Now, I'm not saying you can't say that life isn't hard, because I have plenty of videos online and even in my shorts on YouTube where I share that life is hard. But I follow it up by saying that I'm going to get through this. It's okay to feel what I'm feeling right now, but I cannot sit in this forever. It's okay to give myself some grace, but I have to get up off my ass and continue to do the things that I want to do. That is positive thinking. So how I noticed that learning CBT in grad school, again, CBT just means cognitive behavioral therapy, and that means you change the mindset, you change the behavior, life has changed. But it started it was in phases, and then I realized, I was like, this has really changed my life. So after I learned CBT, and this was very, very early in grad school. So after I learned CBT, but I noticed that my mindset was changing. Just very small things. I was influenced. Very small things. Instead of seeing my failures and my challenges as obstacles, I saw them as lessons and room to grow. So say that, I didn't do so hot on a quiz, or I'm not seeing the results that I want in my health or working out, whatever. I'm like, okay, instead of seeing it, I can't do this, this is too much, I'm overwhelmed, I cannot do all this, I'm giving it my best and it's still not enough. Now, instead of seeing it as that, how I was seeing it before, now I see it as, well, hold on, because I'm doing my best, and obviously my best is not working. Maybe it's not that it's not enough, it's just that it's not working. So I go back to the drawing board and I see my failure as a lesson. So let's go back to the drawing board. Okay, so you did this for 3 weeks. That didn't work. What can we do next? So you did this on the test. That didn't work. Let's go back to the drawing board. What could you do next time? It doesn't work this way. What does work? That is positive thinking, y'all. What does work? Thinking of a solution instead of boo-hoo crying again. I'm not perfect. I cry. Actually, often. And it's pretty healthy to cry and be upset and feel your feelings. But I don't allow myself to stay there. I cry and I'm upset. I get angry. I gave my all to that test. I sit there and I get upset. But then I'm thinking, what can I do different? What did I miss? What did I not understand? I'm always thinking, because it's gonna better me and help me in the long run. And this all kind of ties in together, but I also noticed a change in my mental health. Instead of spiraling into negativity, I was quick to think, okay, well, what can I do better next time? I was feeling better instead of staying there for so long, because in high school and even while I was getting my bachelor's, getting the grade that I didn't want to get, and mind you, the grades that I don't want to get are B's and maybe even a C. I would sit there for so long, and what I mean by so long, I'm thinking about it for 3 days. Man, this is really messing with me and messing with my mental health, and I don't have the motivation to do anything because of this, and this. Because I failed my exam and I didn't feel confident taking that exam, or I didn't get the grade that I wanted on my exam. It used to mess with me for days. But now I've noticed that having thinking positively, it gets me through those moments. Don't get me wrong. it still hurts. Like, it's almost like traumatic to not get the grade that you want. I still feel it, but it's not as severe because I'm thinking like, okay, well, let me go to the office hours and see, what did I not understand? Oh, so now I understand. Now I have a better understanding of the content of the exam. I feel better. I know it. Next time I'm going to do so much better. Like, that is positive thinking, taking action towards thinking differently and then taking the actions and the steps toward being better, being different, being successful. I've also noticed like a real change in my relationships, and not just my romantic relationships, all my relationships, like the relationship with my mom, my sister, my friends, everybody else, my coworkers, my peers, whatever. I felt like I've seen a difference because before I never gave people the benefit of the doubt. And let me make this very clear. I don't think that I still do, but I see the positive in people. I see that they're just like me. They're just like me for real. They're trying. I think that's really the most positive thing that I really see in people is that they tried. They gave effort. Now, I will call out people's bull. I'm not gonna lie. I will. Is that negative? I don't feel like that's negative, but that's a conversation for another day. But I don't want to tell y'all that, you know, I see the positive in people, but I will tell y'all that I do call out the negative things in people as well. That's setting a boundary. Just because I think positively doesn't mean that I'm not going to see your negativity. I don't fall into that. But throughout my relationships, I have noticed that I give more grace to people because before it was like, no, that wasn't enough. That just wasn't enough. Like, I asked you for this. I asked you to do this. And as I've given people grace, be more positive, I've noticed that they've slowly just get better and better and better at my expectations. I'm not saying that I'm lowering my expectations, but I'm giving people grace. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Or, you know, I appreciate you for doing this. And I also think that thinking positively has pushed me out of my comfort zone for sure. And this is a good example. It took me so long to start my YouTube channel. So long. I had wanted this for years. And I had the money to buy the camera, and that was the only thing stopping me because, you know, I could film on my phone, but the only thing that stopped me from filming on my phone was storage. And I'm a hoarder of pictures and videos when it comes to memories, and I do a lot of things. So it just wasn't possible for me to create content on my phone. And it's not possible for me to do it now. Of course, if I buy a hard drive and I put those memories on my hard drive, print those pictures out. See, that's positive thinking. Like, it's not impossible, but anyways. But yeah, thinking positive has pushed me to pursue my goals even farther. And again, one of those things is YouTube. I wanted this for so long. Instead of fearing what other people would say, this is not gonna work, I'm gonna fail, this is not gonna get a lot of views. Instead of fearing those things, I just saw success. It comes along with the journey of being on YouTube as well. It's like, okay, well, this is what seems to get the most views, or this gets the most views faster. Oh shoot, this blew up. I didn't even expect this to blow up. Let me just post it anyway. Like, I don't care. That's the positive mindset that I have accumulated, especially with this YouTube stuff. Like, especially because I'm a small creator, having a positive mindset has changed how I feel about doing YouTube and creating content. Because before, like years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, what are people gonna say? They're gonna say this, they're gonna comment that. But it's like, number one, none of that has ever happened. Number two, if that does, who cares? You live behind a screen. I'm not scared of you. And I don't have to be scared of you, but you live behind a screen. Your negative words mean nothing to me. They change nothing in my life. Those positive words have impact on my life. They do. They really do. I will never forget. And that was one of the videos that blew up on YouTube Shorts. I was making videos on TikTok before I officially did YouTube. And most of my videos were about tips from tips about undergrad from a graduate student. And someone said that, you're inspiring me to go to college. So thank you so much. I could have been doing something else with that hour and a half, and I did have important things to do yesterday, but voting is important to me as well. You're gonna believe that your life is just as horrible too, when in reality their life probably isn't horrible. They're just not having a positive mindset. Oh my gosh, this man, girl, this person at my job, da 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 da. But when you surround yourself with, when you surround yourself with people who have positive mindsets, like yourself, but also surrounding yourself with positivity does not just have to mean your support system. That means reading a positive book, reading a good book, podcasts. Them podcasts y'all be listening to, jeez Louise, y'all. Them podcasts be setting us back. And when I mean us, I mean us. Them podcasts be setting us back. But I don't tune into them. That's what y'all like. That's not what I like, so I don't indulge. But I'm happy that y'all are happy over there. But surrounding yourself with positivity is not just the people around you. It is the media that you intake as well. I'm not saying turn a blind eye to some negative things that are happening in the world, but when there's already negative things happening in the world and you continue to consume media that is negative, such as 20v1s and Pop the Balloon, but hey, out. If you don't even like it, why do you have it? Today was hard, but I'm still breathing. Today was hard, but I get to lay with my man at the end of the day. It's never gonna stop you. Like, positive thinking is not gonna stop you from thinking of negatively, but reframing those negative thoughts are going to help you even ease the anxiety of a negative situation. It's going to help you continue to stay positive in every aspect of your life. Have positive thoughts. Start viewing things differently. How can I view this differently? Let me know in the comments how you are already implementing practicing positivity in your life,